Good morning and welcome to Festival Friday. We're starting off this morning with a musical performance, some morning music by Les Cenelles. And soon Denise Frazier, who is a member of that group, will be on to tell us a little bit about their performance. But before we get started, I want to recognize the sponsor of this performance, the Guardians Institute. The Guardians Institute is led by the incomparable Maroon Queen Cherise Harrison Nelson of Guardians of the Flame. I had the pleasure of getting to know Cherise very well because my kids are part of the Congo Kids, which is the drumming group sponsored by the Guardians Institute and the Positive Vibrations Foundation. So when I first brought my kids there, it was because they loved the drums. And there was such a great opportunity to learn a very specific style of drumming with the Congo Kids. But what we found out is that it was so much more than a drum program. They're also instilling in the kids the value of education. They're instilling in kids conflict resolution. And they're teaching the kids how to walk with their heads held high, knowing who they are and whose they are, and becoming young people of integrity. And when Cherie says she embraces those babies like her own, she absolutely means it. Every single word, those are her children. And we feel so fortunate to be a part of that. And it really does embody the spirit of the Guardians Institute, which is to pass traditions on to the next generation. And if you've met Cherise, you know that she says that she gets it all from her mama, Mrs. Cherise Harrison, who founded the Guardians Institute in memory of her husband, Big Chief Donald Harrison Sr. In his name, Mrs. Harrison has given out over 30,000 books and counting to children, because she is as invested in children's literacy as I am in adult literacy. And that's why we get along so well. Mrs. Harrison will also take time, no matter who you are, where you came from, to sit you down and offer you the wisdom of her 84 years. Actually, when we were recording this session, she sat me down and said, "Let other people do the lifting if you can. I wish I had taken that advice, but you're going to take it from me." Yes, ma'am, Mrs. Harrison. So thank you so much, Mrs. Harrison and Queen Cherise Harrison Nelson and the Guardians Institute, for sponsoring this event and for continuing to guard the flame for all of us here in New Orleans. And on that note, I'm going to turn this over to Denise Frazier from Les Cenelles.
Hi, Megan, and hi, everyone from the Words and Music Festival. And literacy is indeed the flame of the soul. And I am also so grateful to the Guardians Institute, to Mrs. Cherise Harrison and Queen Cherise Harrison. Thank you all also for attending this event, and I hope you have fun with the rest of the festival. I want to just briefly state that our ensemble, Les Cenelles, is an electroacoustic string ensemble that explores the Creole diaspora through all findable forms of melody and memory. So that is who we are. And the ensemble is composed of Moon, Peter J. Bowling, Joseph Darensberg, and myself. And we would like to thank all the people who have supported this specific program. And those people are, of course, the Words and Music Festival and Megan, the Jazz and Heritage Foundation, Rise St. James. We honor Miss Sharon Levine with one song in the program. We're thankful to Guion Smith and Nicole for recording this program, to the Guardians Institute for housing this particular program. Thanks to Marigny Opera House, Goat in the Road Productions for supporting us with recording space and rehearsal space. And so many other people who have helped make this performance what it is. The Louisiana Bucket Brigade as well, to help Rise St. James in the fight against Formosa, to make sure that we are able to survive in this region. despite the environmental issues we have here. So with that, I would like for you all to enjoy the program. Thank you.
We wear the mask that grins and lies. It shades our cheeks and hides our eyes. This debt we pay to human God. With torn and bleeding hearts, we smile and mouth with myriad subtleties. Why should the world be overwise in counting all our tears and sighs? Nay, let them only see us while we wear the mask. We smile, but oh my God, our tears to thee from tortured souls arise, and we say, hey, baby, bye, we say, hey, but oh, the clay is vile beneath our feet, and long the mine. But let the world think otherwise. We wear the mask. When I think about myself, I almost laugh myself to death. My life has been one great big joke, a dance that's walked, a song was spoke. I laugh so hard, I almost choke when I think about myself. 70 years in these folks' world. The child I works for calls me girl. I say, yes, ma'am, for working's sake. I'm too proud to bend and too poor to break. So I laugh until my stomach aches when I think about myself. My folks can make me split my side. I laugh so hard, I nearly died. The tales they tell sound just like lying. They grow the fruit that eat the rind. I laugh until I start to cry when I think about myself and my folks and the little children. My fathers sit on benches, their flesh count every plank. The slats leave dents of darkness deep in their withered flank, and they nod like broken candles, all waxed and burnt profound. They say, but sugar, it was our submission that made your world go round. There in those pleated faces I see the auction lot, the chains and slavery's coffles, the whip and lash and stop. My father speaking voices that shred my fact and sound. They say, but sugar, it was our submission, and that made your world go round. They laughed to shield their crime. They shuffled through their dreams. They stepped and fetched the country and wrote the blues in screams. I understand their meaning. It could and it did derive from living on the edge of death. They kept my race alive by wearing the mask.
j'ai mon dos, et j'ai soif et j'ai faim. Le soleil est couché, tu viens de la maison. Qu'avez-vous, oui, belle blonde? Qu'avez-vous, oui, belle brune? Et pareil pour la brune, et pareil pour la brune. Les boulets des bâtons rouges sont toujours dans le chemin, sont toujours dans le chemin, à chercher mal faire. J'ai la joue à plombo et la ferrée dans la bouche, sont toujours dans le chemin, à chercher pour toi. Le soleil est proche, tu viens de la maison. Bye bye jolie blonde, bye bye jolie brune. Maman gagne gâteau, papa gagne gombo. Il donnait ça à toi, si bébé fait dodo. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, mama, mama. Oh, mama, mama. Oh, mama, mama. Oh, mama, mama. Côté Miche Benjo, Madina alla men. Asuye Kebeke Miche Benjo, Sigara alla bush. Gadi Pitila, O Miche Benjo, como lie insolent. Gadi Pitila, O Miche Benjo, como lie insolent. Oh mama, mama, oh mama, mama. Chapeau sous côté, Michel Benjo, Madina à la mer. Sous les Québécois, Michel Benjo, cigare à la bouche. Gadi petit là, oh Michel Benjo, comme on est insolent. Gadi petit là, oh Michel Benjo, comme on est insolent. Gadi petit là, oh Michel Benjo, comme on est insolent. Gadi petit là, oh Michel Benjo, comme on est insolent.
Big river, big muddy, shining water. There are saints and spirits in Loire without number. I lean back on my heels, looking out across the water. I hold your traitor's heart inside my own Louise Congo. I do not see them coming, but I know that they are. And this is how I know your 100-year secret. You must have had your vision as I am having mine of you now. The emptied sockets, the eyelessness, your own doing, blinded as you must have been, Congo man, by the mulata, the first gold piece they gave you, the house standing up above the rest, on higher ground.
Suzanne, jolie femme. Suzanne, jolie femme. Li pas mandé pour t'obéir, li pas mandé j'ai bon la soie, li pas mandé t'yon madras, Suzanne. Suzanne, jolie femme. Suzanne, jolie femme. Li pas mandé pour t'ébrer, li pas mandé jipon la soie, li pas mandé tillon madras, Suzanne. Pas mandé, li pas mandé, li pas mandé. Suzanne. Jolie femme. Pas mandé li à colon, li pas mandé d'ouvrir bourguignon, li dit sous les gambos pilés, Suzanne. Pas mandé, li pas mandé, jolie femme. Pas Monday, lipa Monday, pa Monday, lipa Monday, pa Monday, lipa Monday.
March 25th, 1978. The idea of knowing rather than believing, trusting, or even understanding has always been considered heretical, but I would willingly pay whatever price and pain was needed to savor the weight of completion, to be utterly filled, not with conviction nor with faith, but with experience, knowledge direct and different from all other certainties. November 2nd, 1978. How do you spend your time, she said. Reading mostly, I said. I couldn't tell her that mostly I sat staring at blank walls or getting stoned into my heart. And then one day, when I found I could finally masturbate again, making love to myself for hours at a time. The flame was dim and flickering, but it was a welcome relief to the long coldness. December 29th, 1978. What is there possibly left for us to be afraid of after we have dealt face to face with death and not embraced it? Once I accept the existence of dying as a life process, who can ever have power over me again?
En vous, mes Seigneur, et mon saut, vous étiez mon entier, et je suis votre vache. En vous, mes Seigneur, et mon saut, vous étiez mon entier, et je suis votre ouvrage. Recevez mon amour, passage. Témoignez ensemble de la vie à la mort. Recevez mon amour, passage de mon ira, tambour de la vie à la mort. Recevez mon amour, passage de mon ira, tambour de la vie à la mort.
Capitalisme bourgeois bohème. Vous-même, vous profitez bien. Sans restriction, encore et again. Menez, vini, déménagez, puis ben, vous achetez tout. Par bénédiction, pleine contradiction. Ok, ben, jamais voir rien quand vous donnez vous-même pouvoir. Sans soutien pour celles-là qui tombent vos chaînes, vous êtes enveloppé, développé, vous enlevez ces prières-là, installez des pierres-là, d'ici un joli ciel gris, bobo gris fait gré de vos maudits bâtisses, c'est.
Our vision is our voice. We cut through the country where madmen could step in tune to Guernica. We are people made of fire. We walk with ceremonial breaths. We have condemned talking mouths. We run without legs. We see without eyes. Loud laughter breaks over our heads. Give me courage so I can spread it over my face and mouth. We are secret rivers with shaking hips and crests. Come awake in our thunder so that our eyes can see behind trees. For the world is split wide open and you hide your hands behind your backs. For the world is broken into little pieces and you beg with 10 cups for life. Are we not more than hunger and music? Are we not more than harlequins and horns? Are we not more than color and drums? Are we not more than anger and dance? Give me courage so I can spread it over my face and mouth. We are the shakers, walking from top to bottom in a day. We are like Shango, involving ourselves in acts that bring life to the middle of our stomachs. We are coming towards you, madmen, shredding your death talk, standing in front with mournings around our waists. We have inherited our prayers from the rain, our eyes from the children of Soweto. Red rain pours over the land and our fire mixes with the water. Give me courage, give me courage, give me courage, give me courage so I can spread it over my face and mouth. Give me courage, give me courage, give me courage so I can spread it over my face and mouth. That's what we all need, courage. Love, 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 love.
Hoktiwe nun oshiwat. Hahane, hahane, haya o haya, hahane, hahane, haya o haya. Ich anghok a bulbancha, ich anghok a mayon. Penina katol pistache, laki kam ish yakit, yokiti ik, hok tohi akon, lu makpelan. Yakik yan tipel, tik off. Hoktiwe annun ush, hoktiwe annun ush, konan, shiwat, si makuk, tu cow, ya. Hahane, hahane, haya o haya, hahane, hahane, haya o haya. Pripu nuzod pesher laster kan namuri, insis watil. Dream of a land my soul is from. I hear the hand stroke on a drum. Shades of delight, cocoa hue, rich as a night, afro blue. Jima jawa loto, awaloto mio. Jima jawa loto, awaloto mio. Hey, jima jawa loto, awaloto mio. Jima jawa loto, awaloto mio. Iba orisha mawo alaroye jokode. Iba orisha mawo alaroye jokode.
And I just felt their presence. Seriously, I felt the presence of the ancestors. And I could just see them smiling. Oh, that was so powerful.
So what do we do?
We fight with all our might. And we're going to get the community behind us. The community is already behind me. Mm-hmm.
Para no que pele mue pele capae de bash amba he amba he amba he amba he molorone 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 passa baie pele capae de bash para no que pele capae de bash amba he amba he amba he amba he amba he amba he.
Formosa's not coming here. That dog ain't gonna hunt. Formosa's not coming here. That dog ain't gonna hunt. But most is not living here. Oh, that dog ain't gonna hunt.
She inside la ba ba chasse. 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 No, 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 no. She inside la ba ba chasse.
No, no, no.
She inside la ba ba chasse.
No, no, no.
She inside la ba ba chasse. She inside la ba ba chasse. Hey, hey, hey. She inside la ba ba chasse. No, no. She inside la ba ba chasse. O sweet, spontaneous earth, how often have the doting fingers of prurient philosophers pinched and poked thee? Has the naughty thumb of science prodded thy beauty? How often have religions taken thee upon thy scraggly knees, squeezing and buffeting thee that thou might conceive gods? But true to the incomparable couch of death, thou rhythmic lover, thou answerest them only with spring.
Bonjour from Bulbancha. So we are Les Cenelles. We have Joseph Darrensburg at the far end, Moon. This is Peter J. Bowling, and I'm Denise Frazier. And what you just heard was We Wear the Mask with Maya Angelou, a piece composed by Moon called Lent. And then we have Gemandor, and then Miche Banjo. Then after that, The Business of Pursuit, San Malo's Prayer Number 4 by Brenda Marie Osby. Then Susan Cholifam. And then we have selections from The Cancer Journals by Audre Lorde. Next, we have The Four Ends of Man by Jean-Baptiste Lully. And after that, a poem by Poet Laureate Jonathan Maillet called Bobo Gris in Bulbancha. And then after that, an anthem composed by Moon. And then next is a poem composed by Joseph Darrensburg, Hoktiwe, We Are Together, from the Alligator Band. And after that, a piece called Rise with Miss Sharon Levine, who we thank very much. And then after that, Oh Sweet Spontaneous by E.E. Cummings. And just to give our thanks, we would like to thank the ancestors, our elders, our friends, our families, our lovers, our children, and any spirits waiting to come. We are all inspired by you. Thank you to Jonathan Maillet again. A special thanks to Megan Holt and the Words and Music Festival audience for tuning in this morning. We would like to give our thanks to Queen Sharice Harrison Nelson, Mrs. Harrice Harrison, the entire Harrison family, for their cultural legacy and commitment to education and literacy. Thank you to the Guardians Institute for all you do in this community and for housing this recording. Thank you again to Ms. Sharon Levine and Rise St. James and the Louisiana Bucket Brigade for continuing to inspire our community. And thank you for your activism in stopping Formosa and being stewards in keeping Louisiana's air breathable and water drinkable. Thank you to the Jazz and Heritage Foundation, Melange Dance Company, Goat in the Road Productions, Seeds and Beats, and the Marigny Opera House. Special thanks to Gian Smith and to everyone out there. Enjoy the rest of the festival. And did I miss anyone?
Nicole.
Oh, and Nicole. Thank you so much, Nicole. And Chris Finney. And who else did I miss?
That's it.
Delium.
Jemaja and Delium, Fraser, Nadalyn. Thank you all.
Wow. Music and poetry and so much more. Thank you to Les Cenelles for capturing that beauty in your song and in your words. I'm really excited that you mentioned Brenda Marie Osby. She will actually be appearing at Words and Music tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. So mark your calendar for that. She'll be participating in a panel about the intersection between history and creative writing. So without further ado, we will just end by saying that if you'd like to catch music on that beautiful stage at the Guardians Institute, please plan on coming down on November 27th to 1930 Independence Street for their tribute to Duke Ellington at 2:00 p.m. that day. They always have wonderful books and food and a community spirit. Please wear your mask. And thank you. And we will be back at 11:30 a.m. sharp for Water as Witness in Poetry and Prose. Have a